money is definitely not a barrier, and I get upset when I hear, the big entrepreneurs out there that have made it tell people starting out that you're not going to make it if you don't have any money. So I'm determined to prove that wrong.
Yeah, I love that.
It's like you said, it's resourceful, not resources. There's people with so much money backing them and they don't make it. So, and they're not
Oh,
hungry.
1,000%. Yeah,
Yeah.
1,000%. There is like some wild statistic about, the people that do made it are so self-made, and the ones who grow up with like trust funds and kind of everything handed to them are the ones that don't, because you're right. It is that hunger, that
Mm.
desire to actually accomplish something versus being born kind of almost pseudo having accomplished something already.
Yes, they don't need it. There's no reason. There's nothing really driving them. It's not a must. It's
Mm.
not a must. It's just an option. Whether
Yeah, that's incredible. And I love that you mentioned mentors as well. Like, okay, I'm going to do this big, amazing thing. You're moving from e-commerce to physical retail. That's huge. But rather than I'll just flaff about, flail about and try and figure it out, find somebody that's done it before.
Yeah, that's been the big turning point for me, is finding that right person. I've thrown so much money at so many things and it hasn't quite worked the way
Yeah.
I wanted
I
it
feel ya.
to.
I feel ya.
Oh, advertising, just the wrong everything. And I've just kind of maybe haven't hit the jackpot yet, but I've found the right person to her name is Jelaine D, if anyone is
Cool.
listening or wondering. And she does a course for people wanting to go offline with their products. And
Awesome.
it's just been excellent. She's very generous with her time and knowledge. But no, there's so many others out there as well that can do this. It's kind of exciting. But then what I've learned is that is just as amazing as Jillian is. She's only one person with one set of experience and advice. And then I've spoken to other people, and the advice has also been a little bit conflicting.
Mm,
Like they've said, someone said to me, get a bank loan. But Jane
mm.
said, no, do not do that yet. Do not do that yet. And then I have to take both pieces of advice and pull it together for what I need. And so I was going down the path of, just doing everything she says, blah, blah, blah. But that can also be not quite right, because we have to then, like always get a second opinion still, because it might be different. And the world is changing so quickly, and with technology, and what worked in 2020 isn't going to work in 2025 and sooner. And so there's a lot to it's so much. You got to pace yourself. That's the one thing I'd say to anyone starting out, is pace yourself, because when you burn out, you lose another whole 12 months of productivity. You don't
Oh,
you got to, like, slow and steady wins the race, because this is a long game. It's a long, this get rich quick, seven figures in 6 to 12 months is BS. It's absolute.
yep. Have you experienced burnout?
Yes. Yeah, probably from about 18 months ago it started, and I lost pretty much a year of productivity just from
Mm,
freeze. I'm in functional
mm,
freeze. I don't action anything. My brain sees emails, but it doesn't read them or do anything. It doesn't hit the spot in my brain, because my brain's just saying no. So
yep.
it's this barrier that I feel, and I've had to just go very, very slowly through it. It's a real pain in the butt.
I
Um,
know. And I think it's wild too, because you kind of go, what the hell? I am a high achiever. I'm intelligent. Why can't I put one foot in front of the other? Like you kind of look at yourself and it's so frustrating. It's almost like, when you're sick and your brain's still functioning, but your body's not functioning. And it's like you're going, what the hell? Like I'm normally able to do these things with ease. And all of a sudden, like you say, like you'll be just looking at something and it's like, I just can't do it. And it's like, wow, I know intellectually that is just so easy to do. It's so logical, but for some reason I just can't do it. It is a wild feeling.
Yeah. So you've experienced it too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And also just in, over the last kind of 12 to 24 months, I've dealt with some really crazy shit in another business. And like, I think sometimes just when bad shit happens, it just puts a blanket over everything. You kind of think, I've got to keep functioning and doing my day to day and keeping the money coming in, keeping the customers happy, doing all of the things and growing, because apparently we need to perpetually grow, don't we? But sometimes you're just so frozen and overwhelmed by the other things that are going on. You're just looking at these things that you would normally do with ease. And it's like, what? I can't do it. I just literally can't do it.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. No one tells you about that until it happens. And it doesn't go away in a week or two or a month, or
Yeah, it's not like have a bath and a face mask and you'll
yeah,
be fine.
yeah. It's there for a long time.